Today I want to tell you about the Voyager's golden record and what it has to do with my truest north compass. I make a compass that points to a spot you pick when you buy it. And it's got a GPS chip in it, so no matter where you go in the world, it'll always tell you where you're actually supposed to go to get to that point. The red hand points in the direction of your destination, the black hand tells you how far away you are. So right now, today I'm stuffing envelopes. Everybody that pays a $5 deposit on my website, truestnorthcompass.com, they get 30% off the sale price. They're gonna get these dope stickers. They get free glass etching, and they're gonna get theirs first. And these stickers, I'm mailing them out today. They're going all over the world. I mean, I've got some that are going to Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada. You know, most of them are going to the US too. And the stickers are pretty dope. We got one that's just like the standard True North Compass logo right there. You know, kind of a compass rose kind of thing. And then got this alternative faceplate here that is designed by Cecilia Oliveira Hilway, an incredible artist that I've worked with before. Has that awesome octopus imagery. Now, that's going to be a faceplate, but I had it made into a sticker, and you know, I was looking for a second sticker because they said stickers, and you know. Anyways, so there's going to be a couple different of these alternative faceplates that are available for the compass. They'll probably be stretch goals on the Kickstarter. And what this has to do with the Voyager is that when I first was making these, so these are actually printed circuit boards that they just don't have any circuitry on them. But it was the easiest way to get the precise holes that I needed and the nice rigid faceplate, and even the silk screening, this nice black and white silk screening you get right here. And what I was doing at first was, because it's a PCB, you can do the front and back at no extra charge. It doesn't cost anything to do the back as well. So at first what I was doing is the front was gonna be all metric, and then the back would be all imperial units, feet, yards, meters, or feet, yards, miles. And then I could just flip them, and then it's just a bit flip on the chip, which units the compass itself is using. But I don't need to do that. You know, this is a Kickstarter, so I'm gonna know exactly how many people want one of each. And so when I put the order in for the faceplates, I'll just get them made with the front being exactly right. And then I've got this real estate on the back. What do you do with it? So the Voyager spacecraft is, well, it's actually two spacecraft. They were spacecraft that were released in the 70s that were designed to go beyond the furthest reaches of the solar system. And they're out there, beyond the solar system right now, just drifting through space. And in fact, one of them was thought to have failed earlier this month, and the NASA engineers actually managed to get it running again. And these spacecraft that are the furthest from Earth that anything we've ever made is, and going faster, traveling faster than anything we've ever made, they carry on them identical golden records. So it's a copper-plated, like vinyl record looking thing that's, it's copper and then it's plated in gold. And on it is encoded a short glimpse of what it means to be human. And so there's lots of different things on there. There's lots of music, as you might expect. It's a record, right? So they've got some Bach on there, they've got a Beatles song. I think there's some Chuck Berry on there as well. A bunch of really great songs to try to give, you know, the thinking here is this, they released this in the 70s, and they were, I think, you know, Carl Sagan was the mind behind releasing the golden record. And I think they were quite worried about nuclear Armageddon and the end of the human race. And so the thought was that maybe some galactic civilization that made it over the hump of, you know, nuclear Armageddon finds this spacecraft, and it's the only thing left of our civilization. And what would we want them to know about us? So there's greetings on there, there's what it's like to be human, and some videos are encoded on there of like people eating and stuff like that to try to give them a sense of what our day-to-day life was. And my favorite part is Sagan's co-conspirator in this, a woman by the name of Anne Druyar. I might be saying her last name wrong. Anne Druyar. They hooked her up to an EEG, and they recorded her brainwaves as she thought about a variety of different things. And they gave her a few minutes at the end of the recording to think about whatever she wanted. And so she thought about what it felt like to fall in love. And so there, out there, in the space between the stars, in a black that is impossible for us to fit our minds around, there's a recording of what it feels like to fall in love. There's that cheesy line from Interstellar that, like, you know, love is the only thing that can transcend time and space. And I mean, it's a dumb line, but in this case, it's almost true. It's out there, right? What it means to feel love is on this record that supposed to represent our best hopes for humanity, our, our aspirations, our dreams. What we would want people to know about us if there's nothing left of us at all. Anyways, so why that's relevant for the compass is this. So there's going to be a tier on the Kickstarter where you can actually include a message that's going to go on the back of every single faceplate that gets shipped out. So I figured out that if you put a spiraling text message and you pack the letters as densely as you can, but they're still legible and they're still readable, you can fit 9,000 characters on the back of one of these faceplates. And so I'll make it so that there's a tier on Kickstarter that you can include a 30-character message, maybe a 50-character message. I haven't quite decided yet. Subject to my editorial approval. I'm not going to let you curse out the sun. That's weird. But then you'll get to have that message, and it'll go everywhere these compasses go, all over the world. I mean, these letters right here, they're getting shipped out to Australia, to Canada, to the UK, to the United States, all over the United States, California, all over. And they're going to be used for all sorts of things. I've already had 2 guys reach out. They want compasses early because they're hoping to propose to their girlfriends next month. And so I'm like, that's a little early, but we're going to make it happen. I'll make sure you get the compass so you can propose. And so your message would be part of that, that like nobody will see it. It's on the inside of the compass. And it's tucked away, but you'll know that it's there. And the message is being carried all across the world. I wish I could tell you that someday, astronauts may carry this compass to the moon, Mars, past our solar system. But outside the unlikeliness of interstellar travel, extrasolar travel, we'll get to Mars eventually, but I don't think we're going to Alpha Centauri anytime in the near future. Outside of that, the compass won't actually work outside of Earth. It depends on the GPS constellation that we have here. And so if you're on a celestial body other than Earth, this compass cannot help you get home. And for that, I am sorry. So anyways, that's today's thought for the day. Mailing out these stickers, thinking about the Voyager's golden record as I mail stickers all over the world and think about the message that I'm sending out into the world.